Why? What time is it, Pauline?
10 to 1.
10 to 1 in the morning?
Yeah.
And where are you going?
Morecambe.
Morecambe. All right.
Oh, if only.
Heidi hi, campers.
Heidi ho.
We're in the redcoats on the way.
Heidi ho.
Let's hope they've greased up that zip wire.
Well, we're off, and it's not to Morecambe. It's to Purple Parking at Heathrow. Well, we're going to one of those up on the board there. But the question is, which one?
I don't know. Come on, Michael, hurry up.
You are about to find out.
Quick,
Karen?
There's your boarding pass.
Oh my God.
And where are we going?
Stockholm.
Ah.
Well, you're going to Stockholm. We're going to Paris.
What was that?
She's going to Stockholm. We're going to Paris.
Oh, brilliant.
Have you been before?
No, never.
There you go.
Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, the bags are stowed. And we're ready to go. Well, it's usually about a 2.5 hour flight, but we had a 60-mile-an-hour tailwind and we arrived nice and early. A nice little celebratory drink on the way. On over Stockholm's archipelago, locally known as Shergården or Rock Garden, and a nice bumpy landing at Arlanda. Then a bus ride into the city centre, where we had a gourmet lunch at, you guessed it, McDonald's, which reinforced us for the little stroll to our accommodation. And what do we have there? What do we have there, Pauline?
Oh,
look. What's that?
shit.
What's that? That's your camp.
Oh,
That's your tent. So this is to be our hotel for the next 2 nights. The Malardrottningen, literally translated into English, means the Queen of Lake Malar. She's a beautiful vessel built in 1924, and at that time the largest diesel-driven yacht in the world. She was given to Barbara Hutton for her 18th birthday, and her registered name is actually the Lady Hutton, Stockholm. Barbara Hutton had it for 1 year and sold it to the Royal Navy, British Royal Navy at that, for £1. I would take a little look around inside. That's the reception of the hotel, and then down this little passageway past a photograph of Lady Hutton, and we're going to have a look at the cabins. The whole boat is in need of a little tender loving care, but it's great fun to be on. Pauline and Corinne had room or cabin 208 and we had 206. There's their cabin, and here's ours. We'll take a look inside. There are 2 bunks, an upper one and a lower one, and they're both extremely comfortable, that I can assure you. The cabin is small but workable for 2 people. There's a little working table there, or dressing table, photograph, hairdryer, and a toilet or shower and toilet room near the door there. That's a view from our porthole, pivoting porthole, looking across the water to another part of Stockholm. Right, well, Karen and Pauline have got up onto the upper deck, and then we're going to have dinner, and we're going in search of them. So come along here towards the reception and then up a load of stairs, and they're quite steep. There's the first lot, not too bad. And there's the second lot. It's much steeper, and through that rather tatty looking door up there, but anyway, that takes us out onto the deck. Oh, we're out on deck, and it looks as if all the sunny places have been occupied, because the two ladies here are sitting in the shade. So everybody had taken your chairs. Oh, what a terrible shame.
Are you both asleep?
They had been sitting out here in the sun on the aft end of the yacht, looking across to Sluisen over there, and this is the little island of Riddenholm, and behind that is Gamla Stan, the old city, or the old town centre, and this is a lovely deck over here to sit out on in the sun. They are enjoying it. Well, the first evening we ate on board. This is the breakfast room. This is where we had our breakfast in the morning, but through here to the restaurant where the food was really, really good, and a very nice restaurant area too, with the tables looking out over the water. Well, Stockholm is a city of many islands, and the boat was here, and we walked across here to Gamla Stan, and we walked around the Gamla Stan quite a lot, and later in the day on Sunday we took a ferry from here out here round to Tivoli, where the ABBA Museum is, and Skansen, which is the living museum, and the Tivoli Gardens and Fun Fair is here. So although it doesn't look very far on there, it was a fair old walk, and we enjoyed it. Well, our walk from the hotel boat to Gamla Stan took us to this little square, which is quite near the Royal Palace and fairly near the centre of Gamla Stan Island. And of course, having walked that far, we had to make a stop. And what did we stop for? We stopped for a coffee. And whilst we were there, Stockholm celebrated Pauline's birthday with the bells. Well, we looked around Gamla Stan, and here's some of the sights we saw, including one of their old telephone boxes. It's a very beautiful old city. Lovely architecture, interesting streets. And then we were off to catch the ferry to go across to Jewish Garden and the ABBA Museum. Get the tickets, check we're making sure we're going in the right place, and to the ferry. Not a very long ride, about 10-15 minutes. We get a little bit of a look around, including over there, which is the fairground, and then we arrive at the other side. Getting excited now, ready to go in to see the ABBA Museum. The whole ABBA group were there to welcome Pauline and help her celebrate her birthday. Well, when they'd finished in the ABBA Museum, we went off to a very, very nice restaurant, had a fabulous meal with a group of very good Swedish friends. And then it was back to the ferry, and then eventually onto the boat. On the way there we looked back at the fun fair and some of the awesome rides they have. There, that's right. Flying chairs, things that spin around and tip you upside down. Flying chairs that go very, very high. And then for some reason or other, people want to get dropped on a tower. Why would you want to do that? Anyway, back onto the ferry and back to the Lady Hamilton, where we could look across the water to Stockholm's icon, the statue of City Hall. And the end of a very pleasant day. Beautiful weather, good company, lots of fun. That's Monday and the day we had to go back, but we spent the morning wandering across to Galveston again, taking in the sights, and this time doing the street with the main tourist shops in. This is quite early actually, so that not too many tourists around, but give another hour and the place was packed. Our plane isn't until late this afternoon, so we enjoyed another cup of coffee there. Watched a bloke getting booked by the police, and then wandered from that little square down to the waterfront. I've been coming to Stockholm for over 50 years now, and I love the architecture and the statues. Kari made a good job of taking the photographs with her sepia feature. Looks interesting. In a moment you'll see a sailing ship. It's the Alf Chapman, been there as long as I can remember, and it is a youth hostel. That vessel there is actually steam powered. It's one of the old Shergården ferries. Some of them, well, there's like 2 or 3 left that are steam powered, and that's one of them. Beautiful vessel. Well, it seems that Stockholm really went to town to celebrate Pauline's birthday, and now the guards are off, probably for the tea break, I don't know. You need a break sometime, I suppose. The time came all too soon for a taxi to the terminal and a bus to the airport and our plane to take us back to London. I wonder what we all did before the days of tablets and mobile phones. What time is it, Pauline?
10 to 1.
10 to 1 in the morning?
Yeah.
And where are you going?
Morecambe.
No, Pauline, not Morecambe.